Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. If me I speak to teach the children, we ain't backing down low, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children, boom, yes, let me begin. Open your ear and start listening. I want all the powers that be hear this thing. We the people from right here in them, standing up for the rights now, we children. We ain't backing down, we ain't scared of them, join the fight. Show them which God we serving, it's time to unite to protect the children. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Truth me I speak to teach the children. We ain't backing down, no, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Truth me I speak to teach the children. We ain't backing down, no, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children, boom. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Truth me I speak to teach the children. We ain't backing down, no, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children, boom, yes, let me begin. Open your ear and start listening. I want all the powers that be hear this thing. We the people from right here in them, standing up for the rights now, we children. We ain't backing down, we ain't scared of them, join the fight. Show them which God we serving, it's time to unite to protect the children. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Truth me I speak to teach the children. We ain't backing down, no, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Truth me I speak to teach the children. We ain't backing down, no, we ain't moving, join the fight. Watch out my children, boom.
That is the theme song, the jingle, you all, for the Watch Out My Children movement. It is our jingle. And oh Lord, listen, let me tell you, I am one person who love the beat of, I love the beat of Bashman Soca. I tell you the truth. Listen, I am sorry for the kind of lyrics that they put to it, but when you hear it, just makes you want to move, because it's a little bit of the what you Barbadians call dub and soca together. And listen, you have to move. You have to move with it, and that's it. That's Apache on that rhythm there. Apache on the rhythm. No, not rhythm. The rhythm. Who will protect the children rally? When is it? July 8th. This is this Saturday coming, and it's at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, people. And listen, it's going to be a bright sunny day, not too hot. But I'm going to suggest that you still walk with your umbrellas, and you walk with a chair, a folding chair, to sit down, because let me tell you, you're going to be entertained. We have bit. Listen, we have 3 juniors that have gone straight to the finals. Yes? 3 of them that have gone straight to the finals, and they're going to be there. And one of them is Bit. We're going to talk about some of the others as we as the show goes on. And did I say good afternoon? I'm so excited. I don't know if I said good afternoon, but I am full of excitement. I'm full of excitement because look at this poster. When you look at this poster, the lineup, the electricity that's going to be in the air, the power that's going to be in the air, the energy that's going to be in the air is going to be electrifying. I am telling you, it's going to be really, really powerful. This is a powerful showing that is going to go out into Barbados, and I can tell you it's going to ricochet right across the Atlantic, or the Caribbean Sea. You're going to see it just going on the waters and just going out to Trinidad and going out to St. Vincent and going out to all the different Caribbean islands, because there is going to be a release of power at the Bay Street Esplanade is where we are. The Bay Street Esplanade is where we're going to be. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to share this live, share the live. And you know what? If anybody wants to come into the live, if you say, listen, Marcia Weeks, I want to come into the live with you today, and I want to say a few things. You know, something is on my heart about the protecting of the children. And, you know, I want to come in. I'm going to put in the link that you can use to come into the live with me today. All right. So the link is going to be posted both on YouTube and Facebook. So there you have it. The link is right there. And you can click on it, whether on your phone or on your laptop. And you don't have to put on your camera. All right. You can even change your name. When you're coming in, you can change your name. Listen, yes, I see the numbers are increasing a little bit. So you got to share, man. You got to share and let people know that we are on today. And it's going to be an amazing lineup. The cause is great. Who will protect the children? We see the madness that is happening all over the world. And what are we doing? Here in the Caribbean, we're bracing and we're saying, listen, man, we just in Jamaica, we say we rock back. So we kind of just rock back and we say, not any further. You can't come any further. It's not coming to our shores. It's not coming to our shores. And we are not going to stop until that happens. We're not going to stop. We need to let this government of Barbados know also, we're not taking your word for it. We're not taking your word. You've got to put that in writing. It's going to be in some kind of bill, a law, some piece of legislature. Listen, and we're going to talk about all of that on Saturday. You're going to hear about this plan on Saturday. For this to go down, this is something that is a piece of legislature, so that regardless of who comes to power, whether it is the BLP, the DLP, the APP, or whatever, whoever comes to power, we want it in writing. We want a legal document that they will never be able to push transgender education in Barbados within the curriculum. Now, we do know that they're doing it by, they're introducing it various ways. And that's why you need to come to the rally. You're going to hear about it. You're going to hear whether or not what this government has said, is it really true? Is it really true? Are they trying to put it in different ways? And this is why there's a lot of education that's going to be at this rally. Lots of education. So you've got to come out. You've got to come out to hear the speakers, right? One of the persons that's going to be talking a lot about the laws and what they have done already. What they have done already is going to be Vincent Smith. He's Barbadian, and he's going to be speaking on that particular aspect. And so you need to come out. There's Cassius Stewart from Bahamas, and I have a little piece to share about Cassius Stewart and what actually he was speaking at their Protect the Children rally in the Bahamas. And so we're going to hear a little bit about that. Please share up the live if you have just joined. It's going to be quite exciting, quite exciting. Now, let me just talk a little bit about Cassius Stewart. Cassius Stewart, you see there on the screen, he's no nonsense. He's a nonsense Bahamian. And he's not going to allow. I'm telling you, this man is so powerful. I know it feels like I'm using that word a lot because that's the word that comes to mind. But as far as he's concerned, as long as he's alive, he's not going to allow transgender education to occur in the Bahamas, and he has a whole ton of people behind him. So he's boarding the plane and he's coming to Barbados, and he's joining us and to bring strength to us to say absolutely not in this country. No semblance of it. Not coming in through the front door or the back door or the side doors, because that's, we had a bit of that happening with the IDB test, the Dance for Life test. That they gave these surveys that they've been giving in schools, right? And we're going to talk a bit more about that at the rally. I want you to come out, and I want you to understand what some of what CARICOM has already done. CARICOM has signed off on this, so we don't know what our Prime Minister is speaking about when our Prime Minister says that it will never happen on your watch. So we wondered, didn't Barbados sign on to this already through CARICOM? Interesting. Again, come out to the rally. Come out to the rally, and you're going to hear a bit more on that, okay? Come out to the rally if you want to hear more about that. And Cassius is going to be with us. He's from Bahamas. Just had a rally in the Bahamas with hundreds of people there, and you know, they are very, very serious about this thing over there in the Bahamas. They're saying absolutely not, absolutely not. And then we're gonna have Michele Edwards. Listen, I have a little snippet of last time of this woman you see here. This is my sister. She's my sister. Powerful woman, powerful. There I go again with that word, powerful. But Michele is a mother. Michele is a grandmother, and she's going to speak to us from that perspective. In addition to that, she's going to give us some information on what is happening around the world. What happens when our parental rights are taken from us? What's happening in Canada? What's happening in the US? What's happening worldwide to the family when parental rights are removed or are diminished? What happens? And so Michele to bring that, that to us. She's also going to just look at the fallout. What happens to young people when they start to, put these hormone blockers and in their bodies, and they start to decide that they're going to change their gender? What happens to them? So Michele, as the grandmother in this situation, Michele is going to be the one to bring that kind of information to us, and she is a dynamic speaker. She's a dynamic speaker, a wonderful woman, and we're so happy to have her on, because we recognize this thing, this whole transgender education and the sexual orientation philosophy, it affects us all. It's something that affects all of us, regardless of where we're from, what walk of life we're from. It is something that affects us all. Whatever religion, whatever creed, wherever we live, this side of the fence, that side of the fence, we're black, we're white, we're Indian, it's affecting us all, and that's the thing, and that's the whole coming together. That's why the coming together is so important. I have a good friend, he's Rastafari, and he says, together we win. Right? When gather, not together, but together. When we gather, right? And it's a play on the word together, right? But when we gather, we win, right? And that's really what is happening. We have a very diverse set of speakers for this rally, as we do for all of our rallies, really. Our stage represents the country. It's a good representation of the country. And because it's an issue really that affects the entire country. This is not a Christian issue. It's not a Rastafari issue. It's not a black people issue. It's not a white people issue. It's not an Indian issue. It's an issue that affects all of us here in Barbados and in the Caribbean. So Michele is going to come on, and Michele is going to be one of our speakers on Saturday, July 8th, 10 a.m. Bring the entire family. Make sure you have your umbrella, not for rain, but for the little, might get a little vitamin D there from the sun. So you want to have your umbrella if you're, not too comfortable with that, but make sure you bring a chair, your fold-out chair, and you can sit down and really soak in what's coming off, the power and the energy that's coming off of that stage, right? You want to make sure that you are there. And then there is Mr. Vincent Smith, man, the man himself, and he's going to talk about the nutrition policy. Do you all know that there is an adolescent, what they call adolescent friendly clinic inside the nutrition policy? You ever wonder why is that there? He's going to expound on that. Come to the rally, you will find out why. Why did the Barbados government put that in the nutrition policy? What happens at these clinics around the world? Huh? He's going to talk about that. Then he's going to break down the child protection bill and let us realize that really this child protection bill not really protecting the children because they're trying to remove the parent. How are you going to protect the children and remove the parent? By removing the parent and doing it wholesalely right across the board. And so he's going to be breaking that down and showing us what is behind all of this. Okay, then there's section 12 of the Sexual Offences Act that have been removed when they moved section 9 about buggery. They also removed that and left our children wide open for all kinds of molestation, etc. And so he's going to be addressing that and why it is important that they fix this, they replace the section 12 that they've removed and do it quickly. Do it quickly. So Vincent Smith is going to jump all into that. And you know, one of the things with what we do at our rallies, we are making them educational. So when you leave there, you understand. So, you know, I often say it's not a place where it's just rah, 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 you know, where it's rah, rah. It's not a rah-rah thing. You know, you're going to get some of that too because you got to get some excitement. But apart from that, it's going to be quite educational. And we're asking you to come out. Guys, please share the live. It's going to be excitement in Bay Street Esplanade, 10 a.m. on Saturday. 10 a.m. Bring an umbrella to shade you a little bit from the sun. Bring your chair. Make sure you bring water and whatever snacks and so on that you have to make yourself comfortable. Bring a cooler. Bring out your cooler. Bring the children and just sit down as a family and soak in everything, all the power that is coming off of the stage. Soak it all up. Okay, guys, and important, help us to promote. When you see those flyers out there, listen, don't mind these people talking about we're getting money from right-wing groups overseas. Lie. We're not doing that. We need donations. We get the donations from you, right? It's you called for these rallies and you are helping, you know. So when you see the flyers, when we post the flyers, listen, man, if everybody posted to at least 10 of their friends, if everybody posted to at least 10 of their friends, if everybody said, listen, I'm not going to that rally alone, but I'm going to call my neighbor, I'm going to call my friend, I'm going to bring my children, I'm going to bring my family. If everybody does that, can you imagine what will happen up there in the square? It's going to be amazing. And, you know, guys, representation matters. Representation matters. You think that if we had 3 people out there for the last march and rally, that the prime minister would want to even address this issue? No, man, they're feeling it. They're somewhere, they're feeling it. They know they don't want the unrest, so they came out with this just before the rally, so that people don't come to the rally. But we're not taking that word about something, that word she said. We're not taking that. Because, you know, a friend of mine will say that's a fork tongue, right? We're not taking that because you are doing one thing and you're saying the next thing. All right, so we're not taking that. We've seen what has happened over the last couple of years. We've seen what you've put into law. We've seen the sections of the law that you've taken out. We understand where you're going. We're not stupid. And so it is, we're going to talk more about this when we are there at the rally. So you've got to come out. You've got to come out and make sure that you bring somebody with you. You know, it's important. It's important. Now, we also have, I have a friend who called him the King Kong. Tracy, are you on? But we have Dr. Umar Ifatunde Johnson on, that is going to be on this, this program. He will be at the rally, you are live in person in Barbados. And this is a young man who's found his voice and he understands his calling, understands exactly what he's doing and what he was called to do. And is someone that I respect highly because, you know, of the kind of message that he brings. And it's not a message of hate at all, not at all. You know, when you listen to if you pick out some bites, you might get carried away and thinking like, what is he saying? But if you listen to the entirety of what he's saying, you will realize exactly what his message is. He's a psychologist, a Black psychologist, and he's going to look at it from a different perspective. You know, when you think of the LGBTQ movement or agenda, listen, they hit us culturally. They hit us sociologically. They come at us from all different angles and different perspectives, you know. They use the media. They use theology. They use science. They are hitting out at us from all different angles. And so what we're presenting on Saturday is different perspectives. And Dr. Johnson, Dr. Ifatunde, has studied about Black people. So what else is he going to talk about? People. That's what he's coming to talk about because that's what he studied. He can't talk about anything else that he didn't study. So that's what the man is coming to talk about. So those of you who are worried, oh Lord, it's going to be a riot in the country. Riot what? This is not, there's no riot. Relax. Relax. Nothing of the sort is happening. All right, nothing of the sort. He's going to come and he's going to deliver and he's going to speak to. There's a set of people that he's going to speak to. And we're smart enough. We understand that this whole thing of transgender education goes beyond the Black family and Black boys and Black girls. We understand that he, on that particular occasion, is giving it from the perspective of the Black family. Okay, but as you've noticed, I've said all the different perspectives that will be on the show. Hey, Ian and Mr. Ian, come on now, use the link and jump on to the live now. Mr. Ian Bartlett, he is going to be on, and as well, and will be singing. He will be singing. He wrote a theme song, another theme song for the children. And let me tell you, the first time I listened to that song, Ian, I tell you, a tear fell from my eye. And so we're honored to have you on the show with us at the rally. He's going to be on the rally. Yeah, and so that's him there, Miss Crewface. Let me tell you, this man face screw it now, bend up, you know. That man, and it is Crewface because listen, he's one guy, he's a father, you know, that really stands up for the children. So I would love if Ian can jump on. Ian, can you jump on? What happened to my screen here now? Okay, I think I made it too big. Ian, I need you to jump on, Ian. Okay, so we have Screwface is going to be on with us. He's going to be doing his song with us about the children that, you know, God gave him that song. He got that song in minutes. And as an artist, I can tell you, anytime you get a song anytime you have a song, right, and you get that song in that short space of time, you know there is something about it, and the way he received that, to say he received that song. And then when he's on stage and the way he performs it, it's man, it's called Leave Them No Man, Leave the Children Alone, man. So, he's going to be on, and I would love if he would use the link and join me in the studio. There's going to be Bit. He is Gabby's stepson, right? The mighty Gabby's stepson. And listen, he is doing an amazing job at the Junior Monarch. He is in the finals of the Junior Monarch. Bit, right? There is Potent, and I believe Potent is the youngest of the lot. And I think he's 8 years old. I stand corrected. And Potent, oh Lord, Potent is going to be potent. Powerful. Jamaica, we say him liquor, but him talawa. And we have King K is going to be there, and his lyrics are very, very, very strong. He's also in the finals, with wholesome lyrics. All three of these wholesome lyrics in the finals of the Junior Monarch, and we have the opportunity, and we are blessed to have them gracing the stage at the rally on Saturday, July 8th at 10 a.m. in Bay Street, at Bay Street Esplanade. That's where we're going to be, Bay Street Esplanade, Bay Street Esplanade. That's where we're going to be. We have Richard Antonio, and he has a great song called Pride and Industry, and he's going to be with us as well. And right in the center there, Praise Academy, and also Gen Z, and they are going to be doing a musical theater piece that's written by yours truly, part of a bigger production called Speak Life. But we are taking an excerpt out of that big production, and we are going to be doing it on stage. And so you're going to hear 25 young persons, 25 boys and girls, and they are going to be making a declaration. You want to tell me, you know what that declaration is about? They are going to be making a declaration that there are only two genders, okay? And it's going to be a really, really, really powerful piece. There that word goes again, and it's a lack of vocabulary, because that's the only thing I can think of, right? Because it is. Hi, Hazel, how are you? Yes, Hazel. Wonderful, wonderful. Hazel, are you in Barbados? And I hope you are coming to the rally. Please, you need to make sure you're coming to the rally and sharing up the live. Share up the live. Yes. Ian says he's busy working and his background is a little noisy. So he's not going to be able to come on. Yeah, but Ian is going to listen. When Ian finished singing, you're going to cry. Because that song is Hazel is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which is a good segue into this. Hazel, have you heard of No Dress for Timmy? Have you heard of this book, Hazel? I want Hazel. Let me know if you've heard of this book, No Dress for Timmy. Waiting on Hazel. Well, Hazel, this book, Hazel, is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, written by no other, than Chef Lorne Ballantyne. And we are proud to say that we are blessed to have the book, the Caribbean launch of the book, being launched in Barbados. Oh my goodness, being launched in Barbados. It is the Caribbean launch of the book is going to be in Barbados. That is what is happening, right? So we're giving away, we're going to distribute for free. 500 of these books are going to be distributed in the square. 500 of these books are going to be distributed in the square. So you've got to come out, bring out the children, bring the little ones. Don't leave them at home. Wake them up, get them dressed, and get them down there from early. Let them learn about everything. This book is rather very interesting because it's a book that really empowers the children. You know, us adults can talk about the issues, but this book teaches the children about the issues and gives them the right knowledge, the truth. And with this book, these little children, I am just going to say they're armed and dangerous, because once they understand, you know, what's going on, which this book allows them to understand it, everything that's happening, they're going to be even able to speak to their teachers. Yeah, they're going to be able to respectfully, as little Timmy did in this book, they're going to respectfully be able to say, no teacher, no. And so this book, no Dress for Timmy, which has been banned by Amazon, people. Amazon has banned this book. Hazel, you know, you remember that from the live? Yeah, they have banned the book. Yeah, and so we're honored to know that that is a book that we are distributing in the at Bay Street Esplanade to 500 families, right? So we need you. We really do need you to come out, bring out the entire family. This book can be I believe it is going to be life-changing. Please share the live if you're on and you're watching. This is something that I think that you want to share with your friends. You'd want to share with your family, with your church members, because people need to be able to get themselves equipped, and not just the adults, but the children, right? So it's important that is done. All right. So it's going to be on Saturday. All roads leading to where? Bay Street Esplanade. Where? Bay Street Esplanade. Woo! Woo! It's going to be Bay Street Esplanade. It's going to be power. It's going to be a lot of education. Share up the live, people. Share the live. It's going to be a lot of education that's going to happen. Bay Street Esplanade. 500 of No Dress for Timmy. 500 of No Dress for Timmy will be distributed. And we have a whole lineup of entertainment for you. We have a diverse group of speakers for you as well. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put the link again here. It's right there. And anybody who wants to come on the live and share their thoughts about the rally and what is happening and what is happening across the world, yeah. Am I still on? Let's see if I'm on. Okay, can you all hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. I'm seeing the message says that I'm having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. So I'm hoping that I can still be heard. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's happening. That's what's happening, folks. This Saturday at what time? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Bring the entire family. Make sure you bring a chair here. Bring a chair, right? Or something to sit on. You don't have to be a chair. Whatever you normally sit on. Bring something to sit on that's comfortable, right? Bring some water. Bring a chair. Bring some snacks, man. Bring some snacks and come out and just lend your support. Representation matters. Don't say, I'm going to stay home today. Because when you stay home today, they're going to say, but nobody was down there. Oh, so we don't have to listen to them because nobody came. Nobody attended what they did. They can't say that about the last rally, right? They can't say that about the last rally. So we're going to need you to come out because I believe they're watching. They're watching what's happening. Yeah, they are watching what is happening. I wanted to share a little bit with you right now. A little bit with you right now of Cassius Stewart, who will be one of our guest speakers. So this is one of our guest speakers who will be with us for the rally from Bahamas.
For coming out, and I was standing up there, I was asking myself, Lord, what you put on me? Why you put this on me, Lord? But you know, someone has to be the voice. And I want to let you know something very, 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 very important. 5 million people from around the world reach out to me because of those very same clips. I had at least about 175,000 people want to know how do they come to the Bahamas and live in the Bahamas. People from Canada. I don't know if you all see the move that has started in Canada, the pushback move, because of them clips. I don't know if you all see what's going on in Barbados and Trinidad, all through the Caribbean, because of them clips. People all over the United States has reached out to me and said, listen, we are holding the line. We are not surrendering our children to this LGBTQ, whatever nonsense they're talking about. We must stand up for our children. I want to let you know that we are the last generation. We are the last one to hold the line. If we falter, the entire Bahamas is finished. We have a negative birth rate. We ain't having no children like we used to. So if all the boys turn into girls, and all the girls turn into boys, what can happen for the next 50 years? There will be no 100-year celebration because there will be no nation. The only way we can build this nation is by one man and one woman coming together to have children. A man and a man equals 0, no children. A woman and a woman equals no children. So that is why we got to reject that nonsense. We will not make our boys girls. They want to put pink panties on your boys. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. They want to make our girls into butch. Don't let them do that. We must say no. This is coming from the entire European Union, the World Health Organization, the United Nations, the United States. They are saying that they are going to take over your children. They want to offer our children to Moloch. Now, you all may not know who Moloch is. Moloch is an old dude who used to be called, they used to make him a false god. Whether it's to sacrifice the children to him, to appease the gods. They can't kill children no more because they got these new laws. But what they can do is, one, they can make the boys into girls and cut off their penis so that they cannot produce. They bring us one thing simple, the image of God. When a child is born, that child represents the image of God. But if we abort that child, we kill the image of God. But if we can take a man and turn him into a girl, we distort the image of God. We cannot let that happen in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I want you all to know, and let all them know, that the B in the Bahamas is for what? The B in the Bahamas is for what? We will not retreat, nor will we surrender. This gender ideology thing, play that video for me. I want to show you all what they're doing around the world. These people ain't here to play, you know. See, we are too passive as Bahamians. They had to play, but I want to show them.
Outrage growing after parents discovered gender identity videos were shown to their elementary age children without their consent during school hours. Take a listen.
I have dolls. I love my dolls. Boys can play with dolls too. I have two moms and I call them mommy and mama. What pride means to me is just being myself and standing up for what I believe in. Pride means you should be able to be free. All my life I never really felt like a boy and I don't really feel like a girl, so I'd rather be both. Pride means a person could be whoever they want to be in their heart. The fact that I could say that I like to be called a boy makes me feel happy inside.
Father of four who pulled his children out of Granby School District into Caius. Good, Kyle.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning.
This is what they're trying to teach children in America. And this is what Kamala came here for. She came to make sure that your little boys will wake up and feel like they're little girls.
Whoa.
My goodness, Ian. This man here. Good afternoon, Ian. Thank you for joining me. But this gentleman here, Cassius Stuart, you know, he is speaking not just the Bahamas, but the entire Caribbean. Powerful man, and he's going to be at the rally, and he's just belting out some stuff there. I heard you say wow. Why you say wow, Ian?
I mean, it is a wow factor. I mean, thinking of things that these people are doing to our children. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's some kind of mental disorder thing. I mean, it doesn't seem, it confuses you to a point whereby that if you're not strong, I mean, you will probably go mad or something. Real thing, because you can't really believe it. It's really unbelievable. And I've been expecting it, but then to like see it playing out is totally amazing for the wrong reasons.
Yes, and I mean, I love the way you put it. You just can't understand it. And I mean, we heard about another suicide today. This is now the fourth young person that in the last, I would say, week and a little bit, a week and a half, 4 young persons that have committed suicide in this country. And I think it's a part of this madness, all of this that's going on. You know,
everything.
What are you saying, Ian?
Is some bits and pieces of everything that we've been through the last 3 years that really got people real confused and real. If you're not strong, I tell you, you're going to wither. Sometimes what I use, my best medicine through it is laughter, because when it held my real natural composure at the start of all this craziness, I mean, like, I started to feel some energies going through me that was like, no, that's not right. That will cause me to do something stupid. No, come off of that. So my way of dealing with it is laughter, definitely.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of madness because
it's madness. It's madness, and if you hold your natural stature, you're going to probably go mad because it's crazy. It's really definitely crazy. I mean, these people are confusion. Confusion can play with your mental psyche, definitely, because you're expecting something to go the right way, and then somebody's telling you that what you're doing is not right, and you know within your deep psyche that no, something. What are you talking about?
Correct.
It plays with the mind, and the people these past 3-4 years been confused. I mean, to a point of like somebody telling them one thing, and the devils are liars, and they just seeing liars. Liars confuses people. The main confusers are liars. I like you saying Philip that time they are in Christ Church. I mean, like, whoa, confuse the people.
Confusion, and I think it's affecting people because you're taking away this is what we know. Well, this is what we've known from all of our lives. Science tells us that they are together. Can you imagine if we are confused? What about the young people? What about them? You know, and as you said, over the last 3 years, we came out of COVID, the lockdowns, all of these things, no jobs. It's not easy. And then to come with all of this madness, You
Whoa.
know, and projecting. What I think is that people are projecting their madness on us.
Honest, yes, that's it.
You
That's it.
know, did
I
you
don't
see?
think that
Go
I
ahead.
I don't think there was a fight against people. I think that everyone was coexisting. I don't think there was no fight and no like no one wasn't like trying to beat nobody or trying to kill nobody. It was the world was just going along. I mean, people doing their thing and no one confusing them. But then
Mm-hmm,
people want to bring their ideology on people and believe that that is it. No,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
no.
you're saying
If it's not broken,
in
don't fix it.
Barbados, people we knew transvestites in Barbados, right? We know gay
Yes,
people in Barbados,
many.
and people are living. I employ
Yeah,
gay people. You know,
yeah.
I employ gay people. It's not a big. We don't have a problem here. But why no? I love what you say. No, they're trying to push. It's just they've gotten so intolerant.
Yeah, and kind of like boisterous and kind of like aggressive with it. Because you're telling me what I'm supposed to do, you tell me what I'm supposed to accept. No, it's not going to work that way, me. Definitely. I have no problem with your lifestyle, but and the main part that hit me is when you came at our children. No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, sis. Don't do that.
And
Let our children be. Let them make the decision. Have a child decide when it reaches adult stage to be a transvestite, to be gay, to be whatever. That's his choice or his or her choice. You know, but don't force nothing, no ideologies, no ideas into those kids. Please let them have their choices. Hmm? It's not broken, don't fix it. You had your childhood. You went to school and you didn't have nobody forcing nothing down your throat. And you made your choices when you got old. Damn. Let the children be. And that energy is what really caused me to pen that beautiful song, Marcy. Yeah,
really
and
beautiful. It's really, guys, you have to come out to the rally.
I have a
You've not
surprise for
heard the
you.
song. You have
I have a surprise for you.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
the song is finished recording, Marcia.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a whoa. I mean, like whoa. We got some chill. We have. I have a. Whoa, she's so precious. I have a child. She's singing something at the top of the song. Whoa, it makes goosebumps. And she's talking at the end. I have children doing the background vocals. Wow, it's goosebumps stuff. Is so amazing. It's a blessing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just. And
That
I'm
is
going to officially release it on Saturday. I'm going to officially launch it on Saturday. Definitely.
listen, you have to calm down to the rally, folks. Listen,
It's beautiful.
the Ian song that I know God gave Ian that song. I know God
Yes,
gave him that
it's
song. When I heard the
spiritually
song,
ordained.
yes, I had goosebumps and I shed tears. And
Yes.
when you performed it, my gosh, man, Ian, when you performed it in Independence Square, it was
Wow.
people were like, wow, that was powerful, man.
Yeah, some people told me
Really.
that they actually cried. Some people came to me and told me, whoa, that song brought me to tears, bro. I mean, it's difficult for me to compose myself while singing it. Yeah, because I don't want to break down. Definitely. But it's a song that just came to me spiritually. I mean, like I just started to write and the melodies and everything just happened. It just like, whoa, this is what I had to
I
do.
believe the
And
children are the future. See, I know I remember the part of it.
yeah,
No,
I
but no,
incorporated a little of that song, that famous song in it. Yeah,
yes,
definitely. Leave no man. Don't put your hand on one.
don't
Leave the
put your
children.
hand on what. So, what were your thoughts? Did you see those transvestites during the gay parade in the U.S. and they're saying we're gay, we're queer, and we're coming for your children? Did you see that video?
I, I saw that. I saw that. And I couldn't I just saw the first part. People saying we're coming forward. I cannot watch no more Marcia. I try I try my best not to take in too much because you have to watch what you take in here, yeah. You have to
Yeah.
definitely watch because sometimes sharing stuff and watching stuff is like promoting stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I try my best not to let it in certain stuff infiltrate my mind because to tell the truth, this is 23 years I've been dealing with this energy and this knowledge within me. This is a long time, Marcy. So I've been in an expectant mode for a long time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've been I've been expecting this. Yeah, me and a whole set of other people, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really surprised. I'm not really. It bothers me, but I'm not really surprised. Yeah, definitely.
You know, at the rally, there were I realized that a lot of people, they say there are a lot of men, adult men, were at that rally. Why do you think that this bothers a lot of men like this about the children? You know, because they tend to feel like, oh, black men, they don't really care about children. But those men, there was a lot of men out there at the rally. Why do you think that's happening, Ian?
Because I'm going to be as short as really as possible, right? I find a lot of men actually was against a lot of the stuff they saw it happening, and they saw it happening early out, and they were against a lot of the stuff. I find I love women and stuff, but I find a lot of women were a bit, I don't, leading up before this madness. 'Cause it was always planned. It was planned for years, Marcia. A lot of women were more tolerant,
Mm.
and a lot of men actually just joined the woman because that's your woman, and you're not going to want to be sleeping in the doghouse. So a lot of men joined along and actually agreed to a certain extent, but deep down men were not feeling good about it. So, but I find a lot of women warriors are coming out now, and I love it. I really love to see the feminine energy because that's the greatest energy there. That's the greatest energy. The feminine principle and the energy. Definitely. You all are warriors now, Marcy. Don't get twisted. You are mighty. You don't know how mighty you are, yeah?
So you're calling
Definitely.
out not just the men to come, because we had so many men that were out on the last rally.
Yeah,
But for this rally, you're asking the women to come on out. You want that feminine
yeah,
energy out
definitely.
there. It's the two of
Yeah, we
us,
need it.
it's a male and a female holding
Yeah, we need
hand
it.
in hand, walking.
Hand in hand, that makes a society great. And that's why they try their best to break down the family for the longest time. They brought down the family and try to promote this single life and this, independent woman. No, woman needs a man. Man
Mhm,
needs a woman.
mhm.
Balance.
Yeah. So it's a
Definitely.
plan that was there. It's a progression.
Destroy.
I have to tell you something, Ian, and I run a school here, a dance school. Well, it's an art school, Praise Academy,
Mhm.
and they are going to be performing on July 8th as well. There are 25 young persons, and they are going to be doing a musical theater piece on this issue, right?
Wonderful,
And
wonderful.
yeah, I wrote a piece for them, and you know what they asked me. I have a line in there. I have a line in the piece, and I wish I could
Uh,
find it. You have to go.
Marcia, I'm on the outside and the rain is coming.
Come in. All right, all right. Well, see you on Saturday. See you on Saturday when you release that song, right?
Yeah,
And
for
people
sure.
need to come and they need to hear it. And bless you, bless you. Come out the rain, as I said before you catch cold.
Okay. I'm gonna cut off. Yeah, thanks very much. I'm gonna keep tuning the show, yeah? I'm gonna
Yes,
keep logging,
yes.
yeah?
All right,
Okay,
no
bye bye.
problem.
Yeah.
Bye bye. This is really the Caribbean. I tell you, man. He's outside in the rain. Hi, Karen. Good to see you, Karen. Listen, folks. I was giving you the story, and don't leave because I want to read the little line for you. I'll share up the live now, people. Give me a moment. I'm going to show you something. Okay. I'm reaching for a file here that has part of the script that we're doing. This script is called Speak Life, and it is speaking about the transgender education and sexual orientation. And that is what this musical theater piece is going to be about that I have written. And we have 25 of the cast members are going to be at the rally. And so there is a section in it that, you know, they say, so I say there are only two genders determined at conception, male and female, man and woman, boy and girl, guy and gal, XY and XX. And so they've been rehearsing it and saying it and so on. And then they asked, they said, ma'am, we want to know about XY and XX. So yesterday evening at rehearsals, I brought someone in, a teacher who teaches genetics. And or you know, she's retired now, but she came in and she spoke to them. And let me tell you, they were like sponges, Karen. Those young people were like, I could see their brain working. And it was now near 6:30 or past 6:30, and their parents were waiting outside for them because we did it at the end of rehearsal. And I tell you, Monica, Karen, and those of you who are on, those young people didn't want to leave. They were asking so many questions. They want to know. They want to know the truth. We've got to sit down with our young people and tell them the truth. We're the last generation that can do that. If we don't do it and after we have died out, you know what's going to happen? Yes, Karen, they know the truth. And they wanted to know. They want to understand the science behind it. So can you imagine when you begin to share like that with children and they understand it? Hey, they're going to go to school September and they're going to tell the people, the children at school, and they will also correct the teachers. I'm telling you. And so I'm giving a challenge this summer. This is a summer of education for our children. I'm challenging parents this summer. I'm challenging churches. I'm challenging community centers, youth groups. Use this summer as a time to bring people in to whatever it is you're planning for children. Bring people that teach science, teach, you know, that's going to teach the truth about this issue about gender fluidity, right? And all of this and sexual orientation. Bring people in that will be able to speak on these issues for the children. I can speak at their level, right? Important that we do that. This is a crucial summer. Provide an outlet for them. The other thing is that when they come here, they're so happy. They don't want to leave. And we were talking about mental health before, you know, and in our production, there's a whole scene about suicide in our production, about, you know, teen suicide and mental health issues, because they go through these things. A lot of, we're so confused, you know, what go through our children or through their minds. Yeah, correct, Karen, correct. Now, what do you all think about, we have 3 more minutes to go, you know, the Prime Minister saying that, guess what, you know, she's saying, well, there will be no gender fluidity taught under her watch. And, you know, how many of you believe that kind of thing? How many of you say, well, you know what, we need to stop the rallies now? How many of you believe we need to stop the rallies now? Because, you know, this is what the Prime Minister is saying. We're not going to have that in, that's not going to happen. How many of you believe that? Or how many of you believe that we need to stop the rallies and we need to stop the marches and all of that? I want to hear from you all. Pedro says it's the UN that called the shots. Yeah. Yeah. Karen says any school that pushed that narrative, there is more than 2 genders, should be boycotted by all the parents. Correct. Hazel says no stopping now. We're not stopping. We're not going to take their word for it. And so we're talking about a piece of legislature that we are going to, push for in Barbados, that it will be in law, that they will not teach that in the schools in Barbados. We are going to be pushing for that. We're going to be pushing for that, Karen. We can't stop. We'll be foolish to stop. We would be foolish to stop. What about if somebody else comes into power? We would be foolish to stop, right? It can't stop. And they don't just bring it in the curriculum, you know. They come in through the back door with it. They try different things. They use a window. They come in under the door. That's how the IDB got in there. It didn't come in the curriculum. Huh? The other surveys that they had, you know, at some of the schools, I know for sure it was done at Springer and done at Harrison College, Queens College, Dance for Life. That's asking people about gender and which gender they're comfortable with. We're in Barbados. So she could go ahead and talk about it's not in the school, in the curriculum. She's using it's a play on words, and it won't happen here under her watch. Really, it coming under the door. The teachers are bringing it into the space, right? That some of the principals are bringing it into the space. I heard someone told me that a teacher gave you know, the class an essay to write about when men get pregnant. All right, what you doing? You putting that in and that happened at Queens College in Barbados. When men get pregnant, that is supposed to be the essay. And one brother, Rastafari brother, he said, not over my dead body. My son will not be writing no essay about that. So when the Prime Minister is going to say that her government, under her government, transgender and gender fluidity education would not be happening, he said they're bringing it in through the underneath the door, through the crease of the window. Yeah, they're lifting up things and pushing it in, right? Yeah. You imagine you have your good son and they give them an essay in school, and that child is going to feel obligated to write the essay. But when men get pregnant, so now he will have to go and research all the transgender thing to get a grade, in school, right at Queens College. And we are supposed to believe that. I am telling you this, Karen, we're not going to stop. And that's why, Karen, I'm hoping that you're coming out and bringing some children with you. I know Ian is going to be out. Ian is singing. Monica, I don't know if you're in Barbados and you're going to be out. There are 500 books that are going to be given, going to be released on that day. 500 books written by Chef Lauren Ballantyne that's going to be distributed in Barbados. And this is no free of cost. You don't have to pay for it. Beautiful book, well illustrated from St. Vincent, right here in the Caribbean. It's not something we're importing from America, right here in the Caribbean. So you don't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you're there, your child is there, your grandchild, your niece. You pack up the car and bring the children down. Bring them down, right? Important, very important. And just quickly, we have children performing as well. Potent is going to be performing. He's a Calypsonian. He's about 8 years old. Bit is going to perform. King K is going to be performing. These are all children. At Praise Academy, we have the 25 performers are from age 8 years old, right, all the way up to 16, up to I think they have up to 18 years old in this group. Okay, so we have children that are going to be performing. We also have Richard Antonio, who loves children, not going to be performing, but he loves children. And Screwface is going to be releasing his new song that's recorded and he written just for this. Will be released there, guys. You can't miss this. You have to come down. You have to come down to Bay Street Esplanade. Bay Street Esplanade is where it's going to be. Bay Street Esplanade. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. Dr. Umar Johnson is going to be there from the US, and he will give us from a Black perspective, because that's what he studies. He's a Black psychologist, and so we can't expect him to talk about anything else. That's what he's bringing, that perspective. We smart enough to know, man, that this is something that affects the entire everybody. So don't come to us with that kind of argument. We know it affects everybody. That's why we have Cassius that's coming in from the Bahamas to talk about the region. And he's going to be talking about America and Canada. He's talking about the region, right? He's talking about the region. Cassius Stewart, he's here from the Bahamas. He's coming in from the Bahamas. Powerful man. And Michele Edwards here from Barbados, not Bahamas. Michele is a Bajan choo-choo, Bajan girl. And so she's going to bring in the message from a different perspective, right? That's what it's all about. That's a kind of diverse kind of speakers, a well blended, and balance is the word I'm looking for, set of speakers that we have. Vincent Smith, he's going to look at the legal side of things and to show us that it's already in play in the legislature, in certain laws, in the country, and policies and bills and all of that. So to tell us that it is not in our country for the Prime Minister to come and say, oh, well, it will never happen under my watch. She will have to go and reverse all them laws. So I don't know what she's talking about. And so Vincent is going to be letting us know what is happening. Dr. Ferdinand Nichols, right here on the poster, he is a fiery one. He's going to be our MC. So we're talking about transgender education in school, the sexualization and indoctrination of children, child protection bill, and the removal of Section 12 of the Sexual Offences Act. We're going to talk about parental and child rights. And of course, we're distributing the book, No Dress For Timmy. We are giving that, distributing it to children free of cost, okay? So again, we ask you to share this live even after it's finished, because this works as an ad for what's happening on Saturday. And when you share it, Sonia, look at Sonia saying her daughter saw a video of a man being pregnant, and she now believes that men can get pregnant, and she's only 6. That's what I'm saying. So Sonia, if you're in Barbados, come on down and and let her get this book, No Dress For Timmy, and let them be in the environment. They're not too young to be in the environment. Let them be in the environment and tell them what it's about. Tell them what they're coming to. Tell them what they're attending. It's a fight we're in, and we've got to do everything that we have to throw everything at it, because that's what they're doing. They're throwing everything at it. Okay. So bless you all so much. And I'm really looking forward, really looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, hoping that we could see you on Saturday. Really looking forward to seeing you Saturday, July 8th, who will protect the children rally. That's what is happening. Dr. Umar Ifatunde Johnson is coming in. Vincent Smith, Cassius Stewart from the Bahamas, Michele Edwards from Barbados will be our speakers, and the No Dress For Timmy, and the MC is Dr. Ferdinand Nichols. Yes, man, this thing it's good. And so please share. Whenever we see the posters, we're going to ask you to share and let people know that it's happening. Okay. God bless you all, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. All right. God bless you, and see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.